Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's BizzyDad here, you there, and we're taking a look at the last round of spoilers for Return of the Dragon Emperor coming out next week. On March 10th is the release date, and I've been keeping away from the spoilers, as you know, but since this is the last round and this does contain the final ruler, a much rumored ruler, a much gossiped about ruler, a much potentially leaked ruler, you name it. I really wanted to go over this round right here and kind of just give my thoughts about it. So here is the final ruler. Black and white, it's Gil Alhamat, an Emperor ruler, the Judgment of 0. Play this ability only if there are 7 or more mana counters on this card. So it's pretty important to recognize that you don't have to remove the mana counters. You just need to get up to 7 mana counters or more. There's the Energize for either light or dark, and a mana of 1. So when the game begins, you start with 1 mana counter on Gil Alhamat. If you remove a mana counter from this card, you produce any of the colors, but spend this will only to play Ancient Magic cards. We know we have black Ancient Magic with Alhamat's Lightning and Black Moonbeam, and we do have the one light card that's Ancient Magic, but now this card will produce colors, all colors for Ancient Magic, and a resonance for light or dark Magic Stone. So the dual stone will only hit this once to put a mana counter on this card. So the Magic Stones will start pumping up the mana counters. I'm sure we're going to see other support to put a mana counter on, and don't forget, you have those blue and red spells that will put a mana counter on this card too. So the goal is to get to at least 7. Then you could pay 0 to flip him over to the Ebon Dragon Emperor Gil Alhamat. So we have a Dragon J Ruler, 1000 attack and defense. And right off the bat, we see another Judgment. So a second tier Judgment, a second level Judgment. Remove 20 mana counters from this card and remove all other cards you control from the game. So, wow. You get 7 to flip over to this side, and then you have to build it up to 20 to do Judgment again, and you also have to remove every card you control from the game to do a next Judgment. So a mana of 1. So when you get to the J Ruler side, you get to put another mana counter on. Also has flying. You remove a mana counter from this card to produce any of the colors. Again, spend this will only to play Ancient Magic cards. And the Resonance of Light or Darkness Magic Stone will put 2 mana counters on the card. So 7 flips them over and to this side. And then you have to get it up to 20 to do another level of Judgment. But the Resonance will get you 2 mana counters instead of 1. And again, it's either a light or a dark. So a black-white dual stone will not give you both. But there is a second level of Judgment in which the card goes from the ruler side to the J Ruler side, and then will actually unfold into almost like a super card. And the final Judgment is Gil Alhamat, He Who Grasps All. This is a 2000 Wizard J Ruler with, look at all the symbol skills: Barrier, Swiftness, Precision, Flying, and First Strike. Basically has everything but Pierce. Chance in your hand, gain Ancient Magic in addition to their other subtypes. So any chant in your hand is now Ancient Magic, and you may play Ancient Magic cards from your hand without paying their cost. Basically, you win, is what this card is saying. Swiftness, Flying, First Strike, Barrier, and Precision for 2,000 and 2,000 attack and defense. If that's not enough to win you the game at that point, any spell, any chant in your hand is now Ancient Magic, and you get to play it for free, which is just crazy. Every burn spell is now free. Every draw spell, every banish spell, every kill spell, every spell, and all these chants in your hand are now Ancient Magic, and they're free. So my initial impression is that it seems to be extremely powerful, but it also seems, I don't know how easy it would be to get to this point. You have to get to 7 to flip over to the dragon side, and then 13 more basically to get to 20 to get to the unfolded side. Obviously, if you get this far, you're going to win. I can't imagine getting this far and losing the game. But also at the same time, I don't know if it's going to be even necessary to get this far. I mean, it's a pretty powerful card as it is. along with support and anything else you build around it. But the jury is always out during the spoilers. You need to see the whole set. I'm not really a fan in the early going about this type of mechanic, but I don't want to give a final opinion until I see the rest of the card. So let's go into support. Here's a sick looking card, the Ancient Magic Stone. Look at the artwork. I love it. So this is Gil Alhamet's special Magic Stone. And if your ruler isn't Gil or the Dragon Emperor, this card enters your field rested unless you pay 300 life. Treat this card as a light and darkness Magic Stone. Rest it to produce light or dark, or you can rest it and remove a mana counter from your J ruler to produce any of the colors. So you do kind of have that in case of emergency play. This card can make any color, but you're going to have to remove a mana counter from your J ruler. But if it's Gil Alhamet, that kind of defeats the purpose because you're trying to build those mana counters up to J activate. And again, the artwork is just so sick on this card. Viola, Obsidian Dragon Princess. So he's a 5/5 2-drop Ancient Dragonoid Resonator. And for 1 dark, this card gains +1/+1 in flying until end of turn. You may spend will to pay this ability's cost as though it were an ancient magic card. So in other words, you can use your mana counters to give her the +1/+1 in flying. So I mean that's pretty good. She's a 5/5 for 2-drop, which is pretty average. But just for that 1 dark to give her another +1/+1 in flying, both offensively and defensively is pretty cool. Inheritance for 2 dark, your J ruler gains imperishable until the end of turn. But if your J ruler is Iban Dragon Emperor, Gil Alhamet, you get to give him imperishable for free. That is really crazy and just a good way to save him because he doesn't have that symbol skill. So Viola will just give him imperishable for free. She's got to be in your hand, though, to play the inheritance. And Viola's Machinations is a 1-drop chant that's an ancient magic. Your opponent discards a card, put a mana counter on your J ruler if it has mana. So this card is really great if you're running the Gil Alhamet ruler. Your opponent will discard a card, and then you get that mana counter. So with Gil Alhamet, it's better than Scorn, and it's better than Nameless Mist because you're getting that mana counter. That's probably where this card is the best in other rulers with mana counter. You're probably not going to be playing too much dark, and if you are, you're probably not going to be using this card. All right, here's Rachel, the what does that say? Nephilim Commander. So this is from Legacy Lost. We saw Rachel, Alhamet's advisor. So it's an ancient /angel/demon resonator, 3-drop, 1 light, 2 other to play, 700 attack and defense with flying, so that's pretty good. With a resonance of a dark magic stone, you may destroy target resonator with total cost 2 or less. If you do, put a mana counter on your J ruler if it has mana. And when this card enters your field, put target demon with total cost 1 from your graveyard into your field. This is a pretty strong card. She comes out for 3, 7/7 flyer, not bad. And every time a darkness magic stone comes into the field, you destroy a target resonator with total cost 2 or less. You may destroy it, so you don't have to target one of your own if that's all you got. And then if you destroy it, you put a mana counter on your ruler. So really not bad there. And put target demon with total cost 1 from your graveyard is going to bring us right into the 1-drop demon, which is Demon Orderly. So it's a 1 dark to play, 300 attack and defense, a demon resonator. Treat this card as a darkness magic stone. That's really good for Gil Alhamet. And the mana counters, this is good for Rachel, as we just saw, because a darkness magic stone will come into the field, and you can destroy the target resonator and put a mana counter on your J ruler. Now, just like all the other cards that we're seeing in this set, this card is not an actual magic stone to the point where you can rest it to produce will or anything like that. But for the resonance and for anything that looks for darkness magic stones, this will count towards it. Finally, it's Alhamet's Purge, which is a 2-drop chant, ancient magic. You can only do this on your turn, but banish any number of resonators. If your J ruler has mana, put X mana counters on it, where X is the combined total cost of resonators banished this way. So this is a really good way to give Gil Alhamet big time counters. You have him, you got the 7, you flipped him over to the J ruler side, and you're trying to go for the 20 to unfold him to the super ruler side. I guess that's a good way of putting it. This is a good chant to use. You get rid of banished resonators. They have to be your own resonators, of course. It says banish, but just to lay it out there, you can't start throwing away your opponent's resonators. But if you have anybody big, you throw them, you banish them, put them in the graveyard, and who knows? You can get 3, 4, 5 mana counters on Gil Alhamet, and who knows? Go for the big unfold and the super ruler to end the game. So that is it. That is the final round of spoilers, and the set comes out next week. I'm looking forward to White and Dark in this set. From the spoilers we saw before with Schrodinger and the addition for all the resonators gaining -2/-2, I think that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to using that. These cards really do seem interesting, and I know there's a lot of hype on this white-black ruler, Gil Alhamet, the final boss style super ruler, unfolding it. How's that going to be in the packs? How's it going to fit in the sleeves? So many questions. But I want to know what you guys think. You like these spoilers? You like this Gil Alhamet? You hate it? Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you're thinking. Love our discussion. I have my box on pre-order, so when it comes in, definitely going to do an unboxing for you guys, along with other matches and decks and other content always in the works. So like, share, subscribe. Leave me a comment. And that's it for today. And thanks for a few minutes. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.